Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. So in this one we do have a fleet challenge to take care of. So as always I'll first cover the modifiers and the feats, and then I'll show you the battles for today. I'll show you four different fleets that I was able to get all the feats done, so then you can just go ahead and check out the one you're interested in and then just use whatever you've got in your roster. So hopefully you can get these max rewards unlocked quite easily with whichever fleet you choose to go for. But first let's just look at these modifiers. To be honest, not much to say here. I mean, this prop droids modifier, I don't know, didn't really make a whole lot of difference. Afterburners as well, you know, it's not gonna be like any other modifier that maybe makes a difference. Blind Fury, now this modifier actually does a little bit nerf your first order squad because they do lose lots of critical chance. They do get critical damage stacking, but when I was trying to do this with the finalizer first order team, they just weren't critic enough unless they had advantage, that is. So not a great modifier at all, to be honest. It's kind of nerfing really your fleet instead of boosting it, because you really have to solely rely on advantage for critical hits. Enemy on the other hand, they get statfast retribution. Now I don't remember, have we had before statfast retribution in fleets? I don't think so, but this explains why it's Mace Endurance, not probably a Negotiator, because Negotiator in combination with statfast retribution, maybe it would be just too much to handle. I'm not sure. So definitely a very annoying their modifier, which further makes it even harder for finalizer-led fleets to make this work, because, you know, TIE Silencer is doing all the time these big hits, and before you know it, he's literally on 1 health and only takes 1 shot to get him down. And because you can't land those critical hits as reliably because of the modifier that nerfs your critical chance, you can't really recover enough health there to keep your silencer alive. So unfortunately I wasn't able to get reliably done this with finalizer. Now in terms of the feats, you know, whenever you have these fleet feats, you have to win with 3 ships of the factions. So today we have to use 3 first order ships, and as before, they can just be in the reinforcement slots. They don't need to be starting. You don't even have to use them. They just have to be there, 3 of them. Doesn't really matter if you use them or not, and you will be credited with the feat as long as you win the battle. And then you have to win the battle after scoring 15 critical hits. Again, many ways to get this done. Actually, Rebels for me I think was the easiest one. All the other battles had to a little bit drag on, delay enough to get these critical hits in. And taunt, no issues at all. I mean, as long as you have a tank or 2 in there, you should be able to get taunt many times. So no, in terms of feats, apart from critical hits, you know, pretty straightforward, to be honest. So let's now run the first battle for today. So this one will be Malevolence, just with the starting lineup of, you know, the usual Malevolence, what we normally do. Sandfag, Vulture Droid and Hyena, and then I do have 3 first order ships there as the reinforcement. So here you will want to kind of stall the battle out, make sure you get your 15 critical hits in, because hey, we still don't have feat trackers, to be honest. So just put buzz droids on Anakin. I didn't do AU with Hyena Bomber. I don't want buzz droids spreading on the other guys, because they might die off too quickly before I get my critical hits in. Just first focus on Anakin, get their main damage dealer out of here. Then I'm switching over to 5s. Again, just single target buzz droids. There we go, they're bringing in the Rex as a reinforcement. And here I'm just keep pinging away at 5s. No AoE with Hyena Bomber. So up next, I'm bringing Kylo's Command Shuttle as the first reinforcement. I don't want to bring in Spy and then just one-shot somebody, right? Have to delay the battle. And then why bring Kylo's Shuttle first? Because it's got this special ability where it can give advantage to the target ally, and then you're guaranteed a critical hit. There we go. I lost Vulture Droid. That's okay, now they put a taunt, and that's another reason why I brought in Command Shuttle as well. If Mace does put this, you know, taunt and critical damage immunity on one of his ships, Kylo Shuttle can just go ahead and dispel it, so you can keep putting those critical hits in. Going after Rex next. There we go. Perfect, got advantage there, so I was able to critically hit. Now Plo there put a taunt on Ahsoka, so we'll have to go after her next. Again, let's pass turn over to one of the buzz droids. I don't want to put the turn into TIE Silencer. He potentially could kill off Ahsoka there. So I'm just trying to stall the battle as much as I can. I'm not doing my ultimate yet. I don't think I've got 15 critical hits in. I was kind of doing my best here, counting them as I was going along. And once I thought I reached 15, I just decided to obviously then finish the battle So it's pretty straightforward, to be honest. Once you take out Anakin, it's just all about stalling the battle long enough to get all those fits in. So up next, let's bring in now, yeah, let's bring in Spy. There we go, got another critical hit there from assist. Now luckily the enemy is quite durable, so they can take a few hits. But you can see there, Silencer not looking too good, all that stat fast retribution doing a lot of damage. So at this point I'm like, fine, I think I've got enough. Let's just go ahead, finish the battle, and there we go, one big hit on Ahsoka, down she goes. And that's pretty much it, to be honest, what you need to do here. It gets all the feats done in a single battle, whichever obviously capital ship you will use. I started off Malevolence, however I was doing more testing. In the end I found out that Home 1 seemed to be the easiest really there to get this done. They've got lots of healing obviously there with all the assists and things like that, so there was no danger of somebody dying off, and you know, they don't have that much firepower, at least my guys. I don't have them, you know, maxed out the rebel fleet. I think my Akbar is only gear 11 and things like that, but it was pretty safe for a battle. We get lots of assists, attacks out of turn, doing small damage here and there. The enemy, they do have quite high resistance, so they do resist most debuffs here. But there we go, started putting critical hits in. Okay, that's fine. Okay, yeah. As other battles, you do want to get Anakin out first. Did here an AoE just to get defense penetration up. Okay, they're putting their AoEs, dispelling the taunt, doesn't really matter. We get our taunt back, and we're getting lots of here health and protection recovery with rebels. So the first reinforcement, bringing in Cassian here, so we can hopefully finish off Anakin. There we go. Again, with Anakin out, you know, their firepower there isn't as big anymore. Ahsoka still can do a big hit on you, but you know, you've got nothing to worry here. It's really the stat fast retribution doing damage to my guys. But luckily there, you know, we do have lots of health and protection recovery with rebels. Just speeding up the footage again, just kind of, you know, going through one target at a time, and hopefully you get enough critical hits. Just down to 5s now. Let's dispel that. Luckily there, Falcon with his basic, he will dispel buffs including critical damage immunity, so you can start doing critical hits again. First reinforcement again, command shuttle, so you can a little bit dispel if you need, give advantage to target ally, and then you can do those critical hits. There we go. Let's give turn meter over to Biggs, do another critical hits. Here comes the ultimate, and let's just go ahead and finish this off before they bring in another reinforcement, because you can see rebels, you know, especially Wiving there, he's doing lots of small tiny critical hits, allowing you, you know, to quite easily get his critical feat done without worrying too much about it. And because I had, you know, all 3 reinforcement first order, quite easily again, you would do with these all feats in a single battle. I did more testing. I was also able to do it with Negotiator. It was a little bit of a close call, but you know, between Plo's healing and as well unending loyalty, Anakin is just always barely clinging on his life. There you go, unending loyalty already exhausted. That's why I did start off with the third as Rex, so he can a little bit top up protection on Anakin, so he can stay alive a little bit longer until I bring in Plo and heal him up a little bit. First things first, always keep going after Anakin here. There we go, Anakin, red, he's in red, but you know, luckily Plo there as a reinforcement, heal up, use the ability there to heal him up even further. Okay, alright, there we go, yep. And let's go ahead now put taunt over on Rex, because you know, Rex doesn't really do much anything else anyways, so might as well use him to taunt a little bit. Here comes the unending loyalty, prolonging the life on your Anakin, in case he does get hit here with an AoE. Let's go smash another AoE. Unfortunately, no critical hits there. Okay, there we go. We did get a critical hit over there again. I was kind of counting here roughly how many critical hits I got, and as soon as I seen kind of I think I got enough, I then kind of decided to go ahead and finish the battle. But here is all about, you know, keeping your Anakin alive. He's all the time on the fringe, as you can see. He's in red now. Now let's pass turn over to Anakin. There we go, beautiful. So gave advantage to Anakin, and then his AoE got 3 critical hits in a single hit. So that's very nice there to bring command shuttle, as mentioned before, as the first reinforcement. Things aren't looking too good here. I just decided to throw my bombs And that's where Rex again, there we go, healing up your Anakin, and Plo again, more healing up. Alright, let's do a hit over here. Lost Anakin, doesn't really matter, things are under control. They lost all their main damage dealers, so again, it's just a case of stalling out a little bit, and you know, with Anakin out, TIE Silencer, he can now carry as well all the damage output here on the team, bringing my final reinforcement. Alright, just going after Rex now. No critical hit there, gave advantage to my guys, there we go. Alright, get some assists going. Lucky dodge there, but maybe that was for better. Maybe I didn't have 15 critical hits at this point anyways, but you can see things are now again under control. Another ultimate already running. Keep passing turn over to TIE Silencer, because now, you know, with Anakin out, he is your main source of damage here. Unfortunately, Plo there got a critical damage immunity, so you can't critically hit him right now, so hopefully we can get a dispel soon here. There we go, he lost it. Pass turn over to Kylo, and there goes Plo. And of course, I did try Executor as well, and Executor with Xanadu Blood starting just had too much firepower, so I decided to pull off Xanadu Blood from the starting lineup and simply start with IG, because, you know, he doesn't have as much, you don't do as much damage, then you don't deal that bonus damage to breached enemies as with if you do have Xanadu Blood in. So we go, just going all after Anakin as always. Get him out as fast as you can. So you can see IG from Steadfast Retribution. He's not looking too well, but luckily, you know, their mace does not have an AoE. This ability he used only, you know, he deals damage to target and target locked enemies. And IG himself, remember, he's healing up every time any ship gets a turn. So, you know, even though that Steadfast Retribution was doing damage to him, he's back in green now. And bringing in again Shuttle as the first reinforcement, just to get some control on the field. You can ability block, remove turn meter, remove buffs, then gain turn meter for your guys, give advantage and things like that. So definitely a great first reinforcement, because again, I'm not trying to bring in now, you know, Xanadu Blood or something like that. I don't think I even brought Xanadu Blood into this battle because of the extra damage he does. As you can see, IG doing really well here. He keeps getting damage from Steadfast Retribution, but then he keeps healing back up. Bringing in there Boba Starfighter, just so I was able to dispel all the buffs there from Ahsoka. Again, just stalling out the battle here, just basics. I don't want to do any AoEs there with Boba, just kind of dragging the battle here. Okay, perfect. They brought another reinforcement in. Keep calling IG, there we go, nice double taps there from IG, lots of critical hits. There we go, we got 3 critical hits on a basic from Boba Starfighter, so that was huge there. Okay, there we go, another critical hit over there. So definitely IG seems like a very good unit to use, just because of the constant healing from its unique. So it really allows IG to keep tapping, you know, hopefully landing those critical hits and then staying alive. That's it. So these are the 4 fleets. I was able to quite easily get all the feats done in a single battle to get that max rewards. You know, after the Java challenge, definitely feels good to be back to kind of, you know, more straightforward challenges where it's, you know, not too much effort there really involved to get the max rewards unlocked. Alright guys, hope you find this video useful and helpful, showing you various different fleets I was able to get these feats done. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.